Well, good morning, everybody. It is April 10th, 2018. I was able to drive my truck up to the Whitney Reservoir Road. I'm going to head out down to the Hayden Fork, another snowshoe event. We'll see what we find today. So lots of beautiful views today. Sunshine. It's 50 degrees now. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Not even 10 o'clock in the morning. It's gonna get warm. Get across this field. You can see the beaver lodge down there and all the beaver dams. Last week I went up just after I made my last video and I was crossing a very edge of a beaver dam and I broke through the ice and fell in just up to my pockets. A little chilly. I was able to start a fire and dry my clothes out and get out. Can't stress the importance enough of wearing good quality clothes, synthetic clothes. If I'd have been in a pair of Levi's, my trip would have been over before it even started. But some good polypropylene long johns and poly pants, and dried right out. Dried my shoes out, my wool socks out, and got to stay out and still have fun. So we'll see if we can cross this without falling in today. So down here in the bottom, the snow's pretty sparse. Steep in spots, but it's really hard set being this late in the year. I'm just trying to pick a line. The river bottom's right there. That'd be the Hayden Fork, the Bear River. Just trying to pick a line. Happen to stomp through some willows. There's been lots of moose tracks and stuff. They're several days old, or weeks old even. This time of year they like to hit some of the meadows up just below the Sulphur campground. All the little streams are still frozen. There's the river. I'll see if I can find a spot set up. I'll show you guys how my BioLite works. So coming down here pretty close to the river, I found this moose paddle. And I collect antlers and horns. Looks like something's been chewing. I know the mice and the squirrels and stuff like to chew on these things to, you know, they sharpen their teeth, and a little calcium or whatever it is out of these they get out of them. So I'll be picking this up and taking it with me. So I spied this grove of trees from the highway. When I got here, it dawned on me it's on the wrong side of the river. What you can see up here, there's a tree that's partially fallen down. If I can either use it for balance or use it to cross, I'm going to cross over. And a spot like that in the trees right there is perfect for what I'm doing. So let's see if we can get across without falling in. So I dropped my poles and snowshoes and don't need to carry that moose paddle with me. This looks a little sketchier than I planned. It looked like it was going to be shallow enough down there next to this tree that I could wear my snowshoes and hop rock to rock, but it doesn't look that way. So I'm going to see if I can scoot across this tree without getting wet. But I won't be able to video it. I just video with my phone and I can't hold on and do this at the same time. So my dog decided to swim across rather than try the tree. I made it without too much trouble. I used this as a handhold and all the branches as a handhold and keep me balanced. So let's find a good spot. Hang out for a little while. He just dried off in the snow. Looks like I'm headed to that tree right there if I can get through this without falling in. It doesn't look too bad. So not too horrible. Beautiful view of the river. The road's just right up there. I haven't walked too far. Scraped out a spot in the pine needles. I'll have a fire and I brought over some dry boards to sit on. Get a fire going and do some relaxing. So I'm a firm believer in carrying a bag of, these are cotton balls dipped in Vaseline. There's a million videos on YouTube on how to make them. You just take them and tear them apart till the fluffy dry inside is there. Stick it in your fire. One hit with the striker. And that will stay burning long enough to get the fire going. It's just that simple. All right, here's where I had my fire. Enjoyed my time. I try to leave as little trace as possible that I've been here. I'll throw on my pack and my beanie. Go back, pick up my snowshoes, my moose horn, and wander back to the truck.